So out of nowhere, people stop communicating with you, and then they stop responding back to your messages, and then you realize like they either block or unfriend you for some reason or another, or if you make a valid attempt and effort to reach out to somebody, to check up how they're doing or like see how they're doing or whatever else, then they get pissed off or whatever else. They become defensive or hostile for no reason. And when simply you have done nothing or said nothing wrong to these people, and that's been my experience personally, more recent than anything else. And I'm exhausted of having to chase after butterflies, so I'm having to attend to my own garden. So naturally, butterflies will come and gravitate towards me and my collectivism, my energy. And like I said, sorry, not sorry. I'm just brutally honest. I'm unapologetically me. And, I don't say or do anything wrong to like offend people or whatever. And just because like all it takes is this one minute fraction of like something that you believe in that differs from somebody else. Like, okay, if you're a Trump supporter, or if if your favorite color is black, or if your favorite color is white, or, it could be like the most minute fraction, smallest, finite little thing, and it absolutely triggers somebody else. And so that's why I don't waste my time anymore to chasing after quote unquote butterflies. I don't chase after people anymore. I allow people to naturally come to me, and, because it's just like getting to know somebody for the sake of a relationship, and the same thing applies to friendships as well. If you find yourself, chasing after people so much and having to build upon foundations, layers of friendships and relationships, you find that you become truly heartbroken, disappointed, and disgusted. You find yourself drowning in the same familiar ocean of disappointments and people, and that little piece carries with you throughout the echoes in eternity of time, weighing your mind and your heart and a vessel of your soul and your consciousness, And it's just like I said, it's surreal to me because of like a lot of people, they just recognize you for your material wealth or your physical attraction. In my case, I have a lot of women who just see me for that, and I'm not a hoe, so I have values and integrity within myself, and honestly, like, I don't need toxic people in my life, so I'd rather not have toxic people in my life. Like, if you want to be truly a part of my life and, to share a future together and our successes together, then let it be so. And, I welcome it. I welcome it with open arms. But I'm not going to allow myself to be subjectified, objectified of my time, my sacred energy, my heart, my good intentions, and stripped away of all that is positive out of my soul or my consciousness and my goals and my aspirations, just to meet your ulterior motives, to feed into your toxicity and your toxic traits, And I don't need people to pulling my moral compass or my heart into opposite directions, or to sit there, waste my time and lie to me. And then, at the end of time, when all you have said and done was absolutely nothing wrong, like when all you do is vibe with everybody, you put your heart out there for, share your emotions with the world unapologetically. And at the end of time, you find yourself burnt out. You find yourself betrayed of your trust once again. You find yourself, you are once again objectified. You find yourself once again that, you're no longer friends with this person because of this or that or the other. And just like I said, me personally, like, I don't do anything to anybody. I don't fuck with nobody, honestly. All I do is keep to myself and live my life accordingly, like go out on adventures and cruise around, whenever I get bored. Just my greatest passion in my life and my goals are to change the world for the better. And honestly, like, there's so many sketchy people. There's so many like artificial and fake people in this world, and you have to safeguard. You have to protect your heart. But as far as genuine article of people or people that have positive intentions, as such myself, we are a dying breed. We are too few and far in between. There's not very many of us out here in the world. People that like myself who choose to do right by everybody because we believe in the universal law of karma and the energy that comes back to us should we decide to stray away from the light to fuck up and do something else stupid. I met somebody just like a few days ago where process of getting to know somebody, and friendship perspective, and like, just because in my depression and my running through my mind and my feels and my headspace, I was simply expressing of how, like, I felt truly left out. I felt abandoned in this world, like, I feel like personally nobody really, there for me, I've always been an outcast, a lone wolf, no matter what I do, what I say. I was told to be ashamed of my emotions. I was told, like, to shut up and not talk about my emotions or whatever else. Like, excuse the fuck out of me, bitch. I'm gonna keep talking about my fucking emotions. I'm gonna keep projecting myself out there into the airwaves of the fucking universe. So, hashtag sorry not sorry. That's simply not gonna happen. Not in this lifetime, not in next lifetime, not now, not ever. So don't ever tell me of how to feel, what not to feel. Especially don't tell me to shut up about me expressing my headspace and my fucking emotions. Like, don't ever fucking do that. I'm one of the coolest, chill, nice fucking people in this life, but don't fuck with me like that. I swear to God, bro. Very few little things in life, like certain things piss me off, and like, I'm brutally honest, I just put my heart out into the universe, and whoever listens. I'm not here to pleasing anybody. I'm not here to winning you over or impressing anybody else, or like seeking out validations for my moral compass or my existence or anything else in this life, and I put myself out here into the universe, and I have to say what I have to say. And simply that's it. But you have to safeguard your heart from a lot of toxic people in this life. There would be so many people that would be friends with you one day, and then the next day they completely ghost or like become your enemies, and you will have become forgotten just like the dead. And it's just sad. It's a sick, disturbing, pathetic reality that we live in. Very, artificial. And it's just sad, that you have to live life like that, honestly. How you could treat another human being and demoralize and, like, dehumanize another human being. I would never do that. Like, if you got my back, I got your back, I'm a ride or die type person. I'm loyal to the fault. So, like, if you're there for me, I'll always be there for you as well. And there's just a lot of people in this world that don't vibe with people like me who apparently express their emotions, or people that are real like myself, and naturally people that are fake. They're intimidated by your energy. They're intimidated by your authenticity. So continue to go out into the world and universe and embrace your authenticity and be your authentic self, because unapologetically, that's all that I do every day of my life.